For January's makeup month box, I feel that I am starting off the new year with some great finds. So first I'm going to do this again in a try-on style. That seems to be the way you guys like it, as well as for me. First item that I'm going to use is a primer spray. Now the one that I use the most, if you look in the info box under Makeup Worn, Smashbox Primer Water, this will never leave my collection. Always will be here. But I started using Wet n Wild's Photo Focus Rose. The ingredients for this one is, I would say, focused more on the refresh aspect of it. So if you want that mist where it's going to be more of a hydration mist, a lot more water, it's going to come out. This is where you want to look out versus, let's say, Smashbox, which has more of that finer water mist. Definitely the ingredients in here are going to be more soothing, or whatever scent you pick. But as far as the refresh part, definitely is right here. I wouldn't necessarily reach for that thinking that my longevity of my makeup itself is going to last longer or look any different in appearance, whether on video or outside in, you know, real life. The Smashbox one, I can see a difference. The next skin prep product, it'll be the same thing. Right after my primer water, I will put on some sort of a moisturizing primer, Radiant Dew, something on my face, and that is from Aveeno, and this is their Positively Radiant MaxGlow Serum Plus Primer. So this one is a moisture-rich soy and kiwi complex made in Korea, very much similar to this. The only thing is this is a lot more dewier. This will give you that thunderstorm look. That is my look on this channel. I want to look like a walking thunderstorm. It feels so good. It feels so good, and oh God, I can smell this all day long. The next item is a beauty sponge, which I owe completely to its existence in my life to my son. He spent his own money and got this for me and put it in my Christmas stocking. Where is the packaging? Here it is. Beauty 360 from CVS. It's their original beauty blender. Now it says it's infused with some sort of infusion technology that has vitamin E, and it's latex free. It's also the color pink. You probably got this thinking, oh, it looks like the pink sponge mom uses at home. This sponge from CVS is 98%, I would say, the closest dupe to the original beauty blender. Now, coming from somebody who for life will use the beauty blender, that's just what I prefer. I'll try other sponges, but I mean, I will inspect it and try to make sure, what is it about you, make sure I don't get foundation into my hair, that makes you the closest to the beauty blender. The squishiness of the sponge, the way it blends in the foundation, the way that everything about this sponge is so incredibly close to the beauty blender, it's not even funny. So just try it, try one, and you can thank me later and thank my son, because he had no idea. He had no idea that this was going to work so good. I mean, look how that blended in. Let's move on to brows. I already did contour and bronzer. Those products are listed in the info box. A new brow products, actually two. I feel that these two brow products are now the best brow products to use at the drugstore. Hands down the best. So one is their micro brow pencil. So here we go, that word, micro brow. My shade is in deep brown, which the color of it up here, I feel matches precisely to what's in the actual applicator. So that's good to know. And then I got their pomade, their actual like dip brow pomade. And this is in the shade Espresso. Do not go in with a heavy hand, just like you would with any pomade. Don't go in heavy. I feel that it is a drier formula, even though it mixes on the applicator as if it's a creamy product. It dries and it's drier, and it moves and allows you to shape, and then it stays in place. I've twisted it up too much. It will just poof, come right off. So you have to be careful. So I recommend just only getting that point up to how much you feel you need and then work from there. And then as you need more, twist it up. That just happened to be what I have found, because otherwise it will snap off. I do have 3 lip products. Well, actually 2. It's just I have 2 colors here from Colourpop and then 1 from Becca. Let's first start off with Colourpop. Yes, good old Colourpop, still making my orders for 2019. This is a 2 shades of their Velvet Blur lipstick. I put these on and the smell that went up my nose. No, it smells like, well, like paint. It smelled like paint. See, I smell it. I smell it in the formula. It smells like paint to me. Why don't they just make it just needs to not smell like anything, or whatever this formula is. This is the California Love. See? Beautiful. It just smelling it from the tube annoys me. And then the smell will go away after a while. But you know, it's right underneath my nose. So I will wear the Becca lipstick. So this is my next item. This is one of their new ones. This is the Ultimate Lipstick Love. I picked this out from my Octoly store, so it was complimentary. I was only allowed 1. So I chose the shade that I knew I would pick and I would want to wear for that everyday shade. Ultimate Love lipsticks are infused with hyaluronic acid, so you're going to have that moisture. It's ultra creamy, pure color pigments coated on light reflecting oils, and it's delivering the high packed and impact of the shine. So it's not something that's as shiny as the Physicians Formula or lip creams, which I have those on my desk still, but you're still getting that comfortable wear on your lips, and I like that. I also feel the lipsticks are priced at a good price point. You know, you're getting that luxury feeling of the texture, the feeling of the color too, depending on which color you want. You know, sometimes the colors can make you feel luxurious, at least for me. And the packaging as well. The packaging looks luxurious. So I think for the price point, it works. And I have just been applying it straight from the tube. I haven't even been applying it with a lip liner. I just like the way it looks on its own. Now for blush, this is another product from Colourpop, but I was looking high and low for reviews, swatches, even on Instagram tags. I couldn't really find anything from somebody with darker skin, and this is their Just Do It palette. Nice size pan here, and I like duos, so I have a blush and then I have a highlighter. So this is something where you can swipe across, which is what I like to do too, to get some of the sheen. You can just wear more of that matte blush. It's not a true matte, it has some sheen to it, but it's not something where it looks like it's overly highlighted on the skin. By the second time, I have to kind of control the intensity of this peach, but it's soft. It's beautiful, soft makeup. That is the Just Do It palette. I love it. I think it's a gorgeous color. Peach, a shade that's pretty rare for my collection. Now it's gotta blow off the powder. Next up is going to be my highlighter products, and actually this is a product that is what I would say a 3-in-1. So a highlighter, a blush, as well as a bronzer, and this is from Pixie by Petra. It's their PixiGlow Cakes. They're 3-in-1 luminous transition powder. First up is the pink champagne glow, which looks like that, and then the second color is GildedBare Glow. Which one do you think I'm gonna like more? It says bear in it. When I first got the glow cakes, I did receive them from Pixi. The first thing I thought of is my Kevyn Aucoin palettes, and these are the Neo bronzers. No matter the color, whether it's a peach base, a pink, it has a highlight. In the middle is the blush, and then you have a bronzer, so you can focus the brush in those specific areas. So the ones that I pulled out that looked the closest to the PixiGlow Cakes is, for example, this is Sienna, which is a warm coral from Kevyn Aucoin. That one I feel matches up to the GildedBare Glow, so they both have that peach blush going on. And then the Capri, which is a cool pink from the Heaven palette right there. That one I feel matches up the best to Pink Champagne from the Pixi, and really just because of the actual blush. I tend to just start from the darker or the bronzer side and just go straight across. Sometimes I'll just go like this, just depends on it. So I'll just do the same thing as I tend to do, and there is the powder, and brush that off. This is a very soft effect on the skin. Where I want it to go, I kind of just focus it, and then when I want to get a little bit more powder, I go the opposite direction. So basically from the lighter side down to the dark. And then on the second application, and pretty much if I want to do a third one, the powder, the payoff tends to show up. I actually will go ahead and dim the light so you can see it. This is the Pixi side. And that's the Kevin. Moving on to eyeshadow. The palette that I picked up and has been staying on my desk surprised even me, because their shadows are very hit or miss. This is by NYX. It is their Swear By It shadow palette. I don't know if they consider it like a pro palette or whatnot, but it's just 40 shades on the back. I mean, there's no names, nothing. It's just numbered. Here you go, 1 through 40. Very compact. I like that. Nothing really fancy. It's just flat. You know, it's just flat, basic. It can go into, you know, travel bags. It can just, you know, lay on the desk. This is what I like. See the colors through it, because everything is always laid out for me. The color story for this palette, I feel, is also really much speaks to me, because I like how organized it is. The color grouping and the stories together make it very cohesive, I feel. For somebody with me, as far as building up in color, building up in shades, I appreciate the fact that I have a lot of mattes, I have a lot of shimmers that are in that same color or similar color family, and also correlating colors that will mix and match and make a very nice cohesive and blended eye. So that was something that again spoke out to me, from a brow bone shade being a matte shade to a shimmer shade to a tear duct shade. I feel everything is in this palette. When it comes to NYX's eyeshadows, especially their palettes, it's something where I feel is very hit and miss with them. So for me to even kind of be like, do I even want to try this palette? And for the price, I think it was $35, maybe a little bit lower than that. I'm trying to remember. Let's say I was first hesitant, but then I got it and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I really like this palette. And I feel that not only the pigmentation is there, I feel that they blend fine, and I feel that it's a winner as far as you know, with NYX Cosmetics, and also just as far as just easy looks, dramatic looks, natural looks. It's a good palette. Therefore, do I swear by it? Do I feel that it's worth the money? I do. I feel whether you pay full price for it or wait until NYX is on sale at Ulta, at any price point, I think the palette's worth it. There's a lot of shades to play with, easy to blend, great color payoff on the lid, and I think you'll be satisfied with it. Those are my items to share for the month of January 2019. Just to reiterate what this actual series is for Makeup Monthly Box, instead of subscribing to a ton of makeup subscription boxes, which is what I used to, I canceled them all, and I'd rather use the money and pick out items that I were either looking at already or I picked up, very curious about it, and just go ahead and try them for the month. Sometimes I use them for 2 months or more, and then I'll come back and let you know my overall thoughts for the products. That way, if you perhaps were looking at those items, you were curious about what I thought, that way I can supply my my thoughts to you. So that's what Makeup Monthly Box is for each month. Thank you as always for stopping by and watching, taking the time out. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye everyone.